already
drank?
I was gonna say you already started. Yo, Merlot. Okay, through this red wine series, I found out that I like Merlot.
Good for you.
I know, that's all I can tell you.
I'll drink fucking anything.
I was gonna say, that's all I can tell you. All right, what up, everyone? It's the summer season of what? Red Wine Talks. We are here in Paris, France, again. In Bois de Vincennes, again. I'm here with my friend Annie from the Netherlands.
Hi.
I always gotta like highlight the fact you're from the Netherlands because it is one of my favorite countries.
Well, I look it.
So I met Annie because I was trying to film a YouTube video on my favorite thrift stores in Paris, right? And I was filming and I didn't ask for permission. Nobody does. Like, no one does, okay? I don't have a whole huge film crew. This video just turns into me like explaining myself. I got yelled at by one of the employees, and then Annie came around who was...
The boss. You got yelled at by the boss.
The boss.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, they're like
She
these
ran
dumb
up to
vloggers.
She ran up to me and she goes, "There's a vlogger, Annie.
There's like an alarm that goes
Go
off.
get it." Yeah. She's like, "Go get him."
But then I was walking through the store and you're like, "Just so you know, like, I like your videos." You said something like that, which is very sweet.
Yeah, because so before I moved here, I spent a lot of time in Paris and I was watching your videos because I was already thinking about moving here, and your videos helped me understand what it's like to be a foreigner, basically.
So why did you move to Paris? Like, what about this place?
Well, I graduated, didn't know what the fuck I was doing with my life, as, you know, that's normal when you graduate. I'm still in that spot, by the way, side note. And I was in love with a French boy.
Oops, sorry, the camera shut off right as you were talking about
I triggered
love.
it.
Okay, so you moved for love and the camera said,
Yeah.
Didn't we all move for love?
Well, I get a good amount of laughs.
Okay, then where'd you meet this person?
In Belfast.
Okay. So hold on,
Yeah.
you're going to university in Utrecht?
Groningen.
Groningen, that's the one with the G. Starts with the G.
Rijksuniversiteit Groningen.
I love that language.
I went on exchange, and there happened to be a guy there that I thought was pretty cute. I knew I wanted to leave the Netherlands, so I was like, okay, well, Paris makes most sense right now. So I did.
You know what's crazy is that all these like life-changing things always happen during like an Erasmus year. It's a gap year, it's a study abroad year.
You know why? Alcohol.
Just a little off topic, but ever since one of my French friends called me out on how I open up wine bottles,
Oh,
I'm
so nervous. I don't open bottles of wine in front of French people.
I don't
because they're just
either.
like, they're looking at you, they're like,
I know, so every time I'm like, keep talking.
Yeah, no.
I mean, like, I always thought I did it fine. You go like this, or...
You do it a little bit weird.
Well, now,
Wait, what?
No, now you just do it like this.
Yeah, but she's really loose.
She is over there. Then I get nervous, and I'm like, I've never thought about this. It's always worked. But now I have, oh, yeah, always talking, like,
Also,
as if...
Do you not see the little man going like,
Just,
oh, man.
Just for clarification to all the French people out there, yes, the cork is still in the wine bottle. But yeah, all of these, like, life-changing moments always happen when you're young and when you're, like, first going abroad. I mean, I think so.
Yeah, but you have to have a certain mindset where you're like, fuck it up. Fuck
Yeah,
it
like,
up
let's
a
go
little
do
bit.
this thing.
Yeah, why not?
So you came to Paris not because you were in love with, like, French culture, but because you, like, liked this boy's vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy that the place that you could be living, like, in, I don't know, where you meet so many of your new friends is a place that, like, you had never even considered very much. And when I was in high school, Paris was not on my radar at all.
Well, everyone likes Paris, though, but it's just, like, it's one of those cities, could I live there?
Yeah.
Because people have a very romantic idea of Paris. Nowadays, when friends come to visit, no.
What?
What do you mean?
You don't think that romantic vision of Paris is true?
No.
Come on, Annie.
No. Sometimes, like, every now and then you have this moment and you're kind of like, damn, okay, this city's magical. Of course it's magical. I don't know. I feel like especially Americans are just kind of like, yeah. There's this French comedian that made a joke about this. Like, Americans fucking love Paris. And they walk around, especially American women, they'll walk around and be like, yeah, take me to Paris.
It's true.
Take me to Paris. I want to walk in the little alleyways in the moonlight. And he goes, no, it's dangerous. Like, that's not possible.
That's really real, though. Like, even this weekend, I went out in the Marais. And when I was walking home,
It gets a little weird.
I made sure to take these gold chains off because I'm like,
Oh.
they took them from me in these streets.
Try having boobs in a vagina.
Ooh. Wait, so this story. So did it work out, Annie?
Well, no, it didn't.
Yeah.
But I stayed. Like, for a minute, I was like, okay, fuck this city, because I wasn't really having a good time. But
Now?
you just asked me like an hour ago, are you still going home? And I'm like, fuck no, I'm staying. Like, I like it here now.
And what changed for you?
I think I started to take even less shit from people, I guess.
I've heard these stories, y'all.
Yeah. I already had a big mouth, but now I'm like, I get into trouble for it sometimes. Because I'm like, I just don't take shit. Like, whenever a guy talks to me on the street now, I'm just like, actually, no, that's not how you talk to women. I'm sorry. You have to think about what you're wearing.
What about a tank top like that?
I would never. At night, by myself,
Yeah.
I would never wear this. I have a sweater I have a sweater right here
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I don't know where I'm gonna go later.
But even when I'm wearing a tank top, I'm showing my shoulders, I'm showing my neckline, and I'm
you're
wearing a tank
asking
top.
for it.
I was like,
Basically, that's what they feel like here.
to me, I was wearing a tank top. To them, it's like, you're showing skin.
Yeah.
I
To
had
me, it's like,
never in my
bitch, it's
life-
40 degrees out. Like, I'm
It's just hot out here.
Yeah, I'm hot.
And then I was like, wow, this makes all the sense. I totally see where now women get this even more. It's crazy. Like, I'm not even doing anything. I want to go back to heartbreak.
Yeah. Yeah. Get right in there.
Just let's get in there.
Yeah,
Let's
get in
dive in
there,
there.
yeah.
What words do you have for people? To be real, I get some DMs of people like, I want to know your thoughts. I'm going through a rough breakup. How can I get through this? That's like, it's the worst feeling to have, I think, in life.
Yeah. It's
be
still,
heartbroken.
I still think about it sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest. You have to learn to accept the fact that it's okay to take your time with it. You don't have to be, because there will be a lot of people like, oh, you'll get over it, it's just a breakup, blah, blah, blah. They don't know, they weren't in your relationship. Oh, it's okay to eat pasta in your bed crying at 3 a.m. It's okay. If that's what you have to do, it's okay to binge watch an entire series in one day. It's okay. If that's what makes you feel better, you just have to learn and be nice to yourself. Like, after 2 months, I was like, well, it's time,
Like, it's been a few months.
Exactly, I should be over it. Why am I not over it,
Maybe for a reason.
Also,
Stop. This is like what I love talking about this kind of stuff. Maybe it's because, I don't know.
boy.
I do think it's true what people say, like, you have to stay busy. And I also think, like, in
That was
order
the
to...
opposite for me, though.
You needed to not be busy.
I was just in my blankets.
Yeah, I guess that we have different ways of... People have different ways of coping with stuff like that, but I remember when I was going through heartbreak, I had to stay busy because that way, I felt like I wasn't helping myself.
Yeah, but that's my point exactly. If you feel like eating a bucket full of chili is gonna help you, fucking do it. Fuck it up, girl. And I just struggle with all my friends telling me, it's okay, you'll get over it. Like, he's just not the one. Like, you'll find someone else.
That never worked for me.
No, exactly.
Those sentences,
No, but
those don't work for me.
It's a certain amount of pressure that you get from people that care about you that you're like, well, maybe they're right. Maybe I should be over it by now. Maybe I should just meet someone else. No one can understand where you're at mentally ever about anything in life.
Okay, so you were heartbroken here in Paris, which I feel like is the best and the worst city to be heartbroken in, because it's like you see so many people. It's like you see so many people in love, and it's such a beautiful city that you want to share with other people, but then there's so many cutie McDuties in this city that you can see a future with anybody.
That's, you know what though?
I know that, boys.
I watched your Red Wine Talk with Ashley.
Yeah.
And she was like, there's so much sex in the city. Like, I don't
Every
understand
transaction.
how you're not fucking all the time. But she's right. Like, even sometimes you get your change back at Franprix, you're kind of like, ooh.
You're like, wait, did they look
This
at
what
me
happened
side?
to me.
Like,
This
you
what
know?
happened to me during the lockdown here. So basically, I was stuck in my tiny room, and then
She lives 8 meters, chambre de bonne, an 8 meter square. That's normal.
Normal. That's completely illegal.
Well, it's illegal, but still normal.
Yeah, shouldn't be though.
It shouldn't be,
This is
but-
a tiny room, Damon. Like, you haven't seen it. I have 1 square meter to move my butt. I can either wash my hands, have my tiny table, or open the fridge. And when I open the fridge, I kind of have to get onto my bed. So that was my lockdown. Didn't see. Well, I saw humans, obviously, because I went outside for my 1 hour a day. After 2 months of being locked down in my room, not having any physical contact with human beings, I went to Franprix and the guy gave me this is a cute guy, right? Like our age, cute. He gave me my change back. You were like that.
And you're
After
like,
2 months of not touching any other human being,
You're
so
like-
I was just like,
You're like, can you just
grab me? Like, oh my God.
Even the announcements in the supermarket when they'd be like, clean up on aisle 7. Yo, they sound so sexy. The women, like, I swear they've like done some like operator jobs in their past.
We're like the RATP, the metro.
RATP, it's so
There's
sexy.
some severe trouble on line 1, everyone. I repeat, severe trouble on line 1.
Yeah, and I'm like, what trouble we causing today?
Ooh, yeah.
I think we're similar in this aspect that we're both freaking boy crazy. I know what you like. I know your type, and it's a little bad boy. Bad boys.
Toxic guys.
Oh, well, okay,
Who are
yeah,
toxic
okay. Some of the guys you like are a little toxic.
All of them.
All the guys you like are a little
They're
toxic.
all fucking toxic. When this super cute guy shows up and he's like, I'll give you the world, I'm like, nah.
And why? Where does that come
This is
from?
boring.
Yeah, I agree. I guess.
It's just boring. I want to disagree with someone. I want to.
Move to the States.
just
Your
want-
political spectrum will be completely different. I'm just trying to already think of the comments that are going to be on this that, like, you enjoy pain. Well,
Is it
that's like...
physical pain?
No.
Oh.
Some people get, like, sexual pleasure from, you know, like, causing themselves pain, aka that's why they would look for a bad boy, because they know it's going to cause them trouble.
No, I hate it when I'm in it. No, I don't like pain. I don't like going through the struggle, but I enjoy the moments that I have because I
Or do we
enjoy-
like pain? I don't know. Maybe we all like pain because once you get through it, you're like, I did that shit.
Yeah.
And we feel accomplished.
It's like those Russian
I don't know.
massages. Fuck you up and then you come out and you're like, wow, it's over.
Like, why would I like a bad boy? Why I like them bad
Well,
boys?
it's also hot. It's like the leather jacket, smoking cigarettes.
But some people think it's too much, you know?
Oh, not me.
Like, where y'all at?
Yeah.
I have like two completely different types. It's either I like that bad boy, but I also like timid, shy.
Oh no, been there, done that. I hated it. No, I
Yeah.
could never. I need someone who has a big mouth like me
can
that can
balance
like
you
kind
out?
of shut me down as well.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I need someone next to me to definitely be like, cut it out.
Like, it's time to stop.
Yeah, like you're being offensive now. It's crossed humor and it's like into
It's
the
getting worse.
offensive.
You need to
Yeah.
stop now. Okay, if you like them bad. Okay. So let me start. All right, so if you like the bad boys, I'm like trying to make a transition to something that has no transition. Like, I'm trying to really
Like,
connect
where do you
these
wanna
thoughts. You're like, I'm here on Earth to live a fun life. Like, it might as well be exciting. Might as well be a roller coaster.
I don't like the whole fucking around stage. It's like, if I like you, it's gonna be obvious. I'm gonna make it obvious, even though I'm really bad at flirting.
Wait, you like that or
apparently.
you don't like that?
Well, I don't like stretching the whole like start of the relationship where you're like a month into seeing each other, you're still kind of like, am I seeing other people? You
I
don't
love that
know.
stage, but I also hate that
That's
fucking
what we talked
stage.
about. You love it. I hate it. I want to be straight up with someone, and if I like someone, then I'm gonna make it clear, either with gestures or I'll just straight up be like, hey, I like you a lot. Like, you know, where is this going? Because I don't like wasting my time.
But don't you feel like if you're calling it out, then it could take away like the mystery, and that's like why it's fun? Back like 10 years ago, Amy Winehouse put out a quote that stuck with me to this day, and it was like, she misses the era of music, which was like, I don't know, the 50s and 60s, where all the songs were about like, I miss my man and I wish he would come home from work. Because nowadays music is all like, fuck him, I'll make my own money. Like, I don't
Smack
need
my
anybody.
bitch up.
Yeah, it's completely
Yeah.
the complete opposite. And I don't know, I kind of like related. I want like this is what I like. You ready? I like a bad boy in the streets, but then who like needs to be like a teddy bear.
Oh, really?
Yeesh. But so I guess it's like,
When
what do
you're
I like?
together.
Insecurity? Like, what does that
When
mean?
you're together, you mean? Or like,
Anytime.
okay.
Like a guy
Like
who's
he'll
like a
take you out
tough.
for dinner and he'll actually be interested in you? What a dream.
Well, like, what's that like?
Haven't been through it.
I like a tough exterior, but like a little like mushy gummy worm inside.
Right.
But that I guess says that like what I like somebody who isn't their true self. Like what
But
does that say?
all those guys do like, you know, wanna, if you're alone with them, they're always like, oh, your titties.
Like wow, so that means that they aren't honoring who they really
They just
are.
want to be loved, but not by just one girl. That's the problem. Usually.
How do you
They're
feel
very
about open
busy.
relationships?
No.
Okay, how? Like, okay, how?
I'm very jealous. I'm an only child. Maybe that has something to do with it.
But I'm still so surprised that I'm here in Paris with all these like liberal friends in a very liberal city, and I still feel like in some ways, somehow I'm the most liberal from Indiana.
You'd be in an open relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I don't think the next relationship I get in would be monogamous.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even like if I'm hooking up with a guy who is in an open relationship, because I'm like, you'll never be first choice, so I don't.
Okay, it's the first choice thing. I see.
Only child.
You're like,
I'm
first
always
choice or no choice?
If I like someone enough to be willing to be in a relationship, then I don't want to sleep with anyone else.
I see.
I don't want to like.
You don't need to.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be in a relationship with anyone. You know, like for me, open relationship, it's just kind of like having a fuck buddy, and then seeing people on the side, trying to see if that actually works out, because you know this person is never going to go to an actual relationship level. But so you're just like still looking, you know?
I don't know. For me, like, not every relationship has to be the one. You know?
Oh,
like,
no, of course not. Of course not. But you have to have some sort of sense of commitment, I guess. For me.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, even that guy, say you're with some dude and you're like, this is my soulmate. I love him. Like, we're compatible. We're going to be together for the rest of our life. But then there's that guy at Monoprix. Then you have the guy at Monoprix who's like, here's your change. Franprix, sorry.
Different vibe.
He's like, here's your change. And you're like, oh, like, if I do
but
something here,
flirting.
that takes nothing away from here.
Yeah, but that's flirting. I also think that human beings are animals, and whether or not you're in a relationship, you're always going to look at other people and being like, damn, she got some booty, or like, damn, ooh, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm toxic. Oh, no.
It's your birthday on Sunday.
Yay!
Is it actually your birthday, or it's like...
Sunday, yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about birthdays?
I hate them.
Me too. Great. Cheers.
Yeah, but I hate them for a different reason than you do.
Mm-hmm.
I love being the center of attention.
Okay.
Love it. But I'm just like, I'm disappointed every year with the amount of attention. I'm not like materialistic. Like, I'm not like, oh, I want all the presents. Give me all
You're
of
like,
it.
if you don't come up with a mariachi band.
I just want people to tell me all day, like, what do you want to do? It's your birthday.
The reason I don't like birthdays is because, okay, everyone likes being the center of attention in a way, but I feel like birthdays is like, I didn't do anything to deserve this.
That's why it's fun, because I'm like, yes, give me it. Give me all the attention.
I try to avoid, I like delete social media for the day. I try to make that day go by so quickly. Will there be bad boys at this party, or do I need to invite some? Just kidding.
Well, I'll just naturally be surrounded by them anyways.
So it's your birthday. Sorry, I keep reminding.
Thanks.
Do you feel like you're the same person that you were?
No.
So do you okay, so with that knowledge, then you would think that these bad boys, so I'm like really stretching with this transition here. Mm-hmm. So with that logic, we could understand that bad boys could change. Sorry, that was the messiest
Finish it.
Can people change?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah,
because you change.
For sure.
I agree. Because some people are like, that person will never change. He'll always keep doing that. No, and I think it's like a very like sad way to look at people. You're gonna be 25.
Yeah.
This is the time in your life when you're like, all right, what the fuck does my presence on earth even mean? What does it mean? What did you always see yourself doing? Or you're one of these people who like you didn't know?
I used to change my mind every year.
But you studied cinema.
Yeah.
So where right now in Bois de Vincennes, Paris, France, where do you see yourself? What do you want to do?
I have no fucking clue.
Cool. Love it.
I don't have a clue.
You don't need to either. I think it's the moments though that when you try the least that like the best ideas come to you. At least for me, I guess on a small scale for this YouTube channel, my best ideas come when I'm not at my laptop at my house trying to edit. It's when I'm out walking or doing shit like this. You always think it's gonna be like 18 when you go off to college or 22 when you get out of college, but it's really like 23 to 26 that you're like, who am I? What do I stand for?
It's a scary thought because I'm getting to that age where most people around me are very certain about what they're doing. They're in a certain career path. They're, you know, they know where their life is and they're pursuing that. And I'm just like, I don't even, you know?
I don't even think people are certain. I think they're certain, but
maybe it's a facade as well.
yeah, like I don't know. If they may be certain where they want to be, but that doesn't mean that they're any more or less like, happy. You're going.
I think what I'm going through right now is that I'm comparing myself to the people that I grew up with.
Why?
Because they're all buying houses.
But do you
They're
want to buy a house?
having babies. No.
Do you want to have a baby?
No.
All right, so case closed.
Yeah, sure. But I'm going through that right now.
Yeah,
Like,
you're still thinking about it.
I'm like realizing that I shouldn't have to go along this certain path that like someone has set out for me for some reason. But then I also think that it has to do with the fact that I'm an only child and my parents are kind of like, they'll never tell me like, hey man, like where's your husband? Where's your kid? Where's your house? They'll never be like that.
You're like, I'm working on it, but all these bad boys
Yeah, toxic boys.
doing their thing.
But they also always told me that like you can go wherever you. That's why I'm a boy. I am the way I am. This wine is making me slur my words.
Wow.
Yeah. They always made sure that I knew that, you know, I grew up in a tiny, tiny village, and they always made sure that I knew that that is not necessarily the place that I'm gonna live the rest of my life. And most of my friends are living their lives in that little circle, and they're all still like, they see each other every week and blah blah blah, and I'm out here and they're all like, the fuck you doing over there, you know? And I'm like, but I'm having fun here.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not doing much with my life right now. Maybe I'm still like trying to get to know myself. I've traveled around a little bit. I haven't seen even a quarter of the world. So how the fuck am I supposed to know where I want to settle?
Also, I think people who live in smaller towns, I think that they might be happier, but it's because they don't have...
It's a simple life.
It's a simple life, you know? I see it like this. If you're in a big city, there's always things happening. So even if you want to stay at home and watch TV, you still know that like, so much shit is happening outside, so you have this sense of FOMO happening, even though you're just watching TV.
Always.
When you're in a small town, that same night, this person just like you is watching TV, the same channel you are, but they don't have the FOMO.
I used to never go out on a Friday night, and now every Friday night that I spend in my little room watching a movie, I'm like, oh my god, but like there's just people, like I can hear people drinking in the street.
I can hear those glasses clinking.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like, I should be out there because like I'm turned 25, which is like, it's not old at all.
No. Well, this has been another episode of the Red Wine Talks summer season. I'm here with Annie. Please follow us on Instagram if you'd like to. Please.
Us.
What? You and me? The new account. No.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Please subscribe to this channel if you like these Red Wine Talks. I'll be here. I'm here every week. There'll be more Red Wine Talks. There'll be more other videos that have nothing to do with Red Wine Talks. I'll see you there. Doses. Sorry, I left you get like one bite of that baguette.
With a thumbnail?
Yes, we can just...
Oh, wait. I'm gonna get into this. This is my dream. Hold on. Let me use the baguette. I've never made a thumbnail before. I'm gonna go all out.
Like, I love thumbnails. So Annie asked if I was feeling anything yet, and my answer was no. And we have Red Wine Talks to blame. No, it's not that I'm out. Red Wine Talks has built up my tolerance, okay? During the confinement, did you have a thing where you were gonna like shave your whole head off for real?
Oh, no. I definitely had a moment where I was like...
Scissors.
Yeah, no, I had them in my hand. I was like, fringe, bob, I don't know.
Stare into the lens for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Damn, you started.
If I wake up tomorrow and I'm like, I want to move to Portugal. I don't speak Portuguese. I don't know. Fuck it up. Just go. You know? Don't think twice about things. If you feel like doing it at one point, maybe it works out, maybe it doesn't. But you won't know unless you try it, you know?
Wait, where my book at? Okay, this book is like I'm gonna be real. It feels culty. It's one of these that feels like a little Scientology, like a little the secret-y.
Love it. Let's go.
Psycho-cybernetics, and I got it from this podcast that I love called Revolution
Use
Ramblings.
a marker to like.
Okay, I couldn't find a damn pen. All right. Yes, I've been using the marker. You think are the most safe? Oh yeah, at the end of each chapter, I like write down what I learned. It's like, yeah, even the safest decisions we make, even the ones you think are gonna give you the most security, actually, it could all go wrong as well. So you might as well do what you want to do because there's the same amount of risk involved. Nothing's ever certain, ever.
When you really start looking at yourself, you kind of like, well, but like, why am I here in this position right now when I'm like completely in charge of my own life? Why didn't I take control before?
Yo, we got the people who moved in, started playing their music. There was a guy behind the tree.
Oh, he's taking a video.
And he's taking a video. People are always fighting here, though.
Why?
I think it's because he was relaxing and they came and sat right next to him and started playing music. I truly think people like live for this, though. So then he gets his phone out and starts recording them and says he's gonna.
What's he gonna do with the video?
Well, he said, "Je vais porter plainte. I'm gonna complain to like the park of."
They're gonna be like.
I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
My one and only, and please don't take my love away. Let my baby stay. Let my baby stay. And please don't take my love away. Let my baby stay. Let my baby stay. And where would I be? Feeling lonely, separated.